Cici, we talked about why do you want a car, a beast like this?
It's a new experience for me, you know, and it's a totally different way to drive.
Good morning.
Hi, Bill. Lovely to see you.
How are you? Good to see you. You
Very
brought
well,
incredible weather and a great car. Wonderful.
I like to refer to Lupo as Lupo.
Yes.
Because in Italian, lupo cattivo means the big bad wolf. And that's a reference to the fact that he is a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Tell me, why is there only one headrest?
It was ordered with all these bespoke rally bits because the man that owned it, so he was a racing driver that was European hill climb champion in 1957. So he went to Ferrari and he said, look, I'd love a PF coupe, but I want it spec'd with rally spec. So it has the center fog light, it's got the little the rally headrest, for, as you say, for the navigator to take a snooze. The car is very special because the engine in this is completely analogous to the engine in a short wheelbase. Here's your beautiful Colombo V12. So this is the unit that powered all those famous Ferraris. The special bits that make it a competition engine is you've got a high velocity camshaft, that's single overhead cam, and then you've got these air trumpets, so velocity stacks as they're called, to suck in more air to the carburetors, and you've got 3 Weber 40 DCLF carbs, and all the other bits and pieces that you are so familiar with in an engine.
Look, if I look at 2 distributors, I already know that's a nightmare to adjust. I'm so happy I don't work on this car. Love the engine. It looks like an elegant, comfortable car, but you know, a dog of an engine and a comfort. How's the drive? Why is this car or that car? Why is the whole environment, at least for quite a few people, attractive? Even it's all obsolete, what we say, you know, nothing is actually geared up to deal with today's world.
There is one thing that for me is a common thread. The experience of driving that car or of looking at this watch as opposed to my iPhone. And it is precisely the time away from that iPhone. It is the time away from my desktop. It's the time away from connected. I think we live in a world where we are never off. And whenever I do a car rally, for example, I take my mum as my navigator. And just the experience of getting lost and focusing purely on keeping the car on the road, getting the right gear, you know, adjusting to that particular environment, all of that means that I have no space in my head to think about the problem at work on this, that, the other. You know, I think that's the magic and the passion for me, is it allows you. And in a way, having that time away makes you more creative, because those are the times when your brain actually relaxes and unplugs from it all.
I share a secret with you. You know, I live in Dresden and the manufacturer is in Glashütte. It's about a 30-kilometer drive. And I would say 2/3 with no traffic lights and little countryside roads. So that's what everybody wants. When I take my BMW, everybody knows that I'm a BMW person, so I'm loyal to that brand. If I take my BMW, I go into the car, I switch on my telephone, I arrive in Glashütte or on the way back home in Dresden, and if you ask me what happened in between, I wouldn't be able to tell you, because the car knows the way. Whenever possible, I take one of my vintage cars, and it's a complete different ballgame.
Yes.
I have no because you can't hear it.
Yes,
you know, it's too noisy, and you're too focused.
Yeah.
And when I come back from work, I can quote Yvonne. She always said, "You smell like an old car, but you look a lot younger." So I mean, where do you get that for money? Actually, that's almost like a surgery, cost free. It just cost you an old car and a bit of time. So what we're saying is, and I feel disconnected with my normal world, but I take it almost like that little break.